And we're back, peeps. Welcome back. Since this guy has run off among the boxes, and there's far too many to look for him, we'll investigate this lift. So, we'll press the button and call it. Because we've locked the door, and that guy's swimming in the docks, so hopefully there's no danger of him coming back up.
Just in time. Interrupting the beam of light kept the doors from closing and stopped anyone from using the elevator. But what now?
Well, push the crate in between the elevator doors. There we go.
There. That would keep the doors from closing.
It would indeed. Right, we'll push the light switch because we need to see what's over there. There we go. Let's have a look at those scratch marks because they look awfully suspicious. Like a hidden door, perhaps?
There was an arc-shaped scratch on the floor, as if a door had been opened in the nearby wall.
Really? Well, let's try and open this door then.
My fingers traced the outline of a secret door in the wall. Then I found a small round stud, which was set flush to the surrounding wooden paneling.
There we go.
Just as I'd hoped. A secret room.
And guess who's inside it?
Nico!
Right, come on, let's untie her. There we go. She can take her own gag off. It's much nicer, much more polite. There we go. We are reunited.
There. How are you feeling?
Oh, thanks, Georges. How on earth did you find me?
I knew Oubier had been in Marseille. But never mind about me. How about you tell me exactly what's going on, starting with that Mayan stone?
I picked it up from one of Carzak's men in Paris. I was expecting a consignment of narcotics.
Drugs?
Yes. The proof I needed to expose Carzak's smuggling operation. I'd set it up to act as his courier, and once I had the proof, I planned to go straight to Inspector Mou. But instead of the dope I'd expected, they sent me that stone instead. And to find out more, I called Professor Oubier, who invited me to his mansion. At least, I thought it was Oubier.
I don't get it. If Carzak's business is drugs, why is he so desperate to get his hands on that stone?
Maybe it has some significance to the local people in Central America. It could be Carzak's means of getting them to work for him. Anyway, we've got to get out of here.
She's not wrong there.
Nico, wait!
Right, we'll grab this fetish that seems to be here. A weird little man, it looks like. And we'll grab the masking tape, because that's going to be very useful.
I decided to keep the masking tape. It was bound to be of some use to me.
It will, George, don't you worry about that. In fact, we're going to use it right now. Well, in a minute.
We can't use the elevator. If that thug Pablo's recovered, he'll be waiting for us.
We've got to do something. Where does that door lead to?
I'm not sure.
Well, there we go. Right. First of all, we need to secure the elevator, because we need to move that box. So, we'll use the masking tape on the photoelectric cell. Ooh, fancy name. There we go. And that should stop the elevator.
Hopefully, the tape would prevent those doors from closing and stop the Indian from being able to call the elevator.
Right. Now we can push this box back. We'll lift this small one onto the other box. And then push this one out the way. There we go. Right, it seems we've got a weird statue on here and a pulley above. So, we'll use the pallet carrier to winch it up a bit.
The pallet rose about 6 inches off the floor, and I said a silent prayer to whoever had discovered the power of hydraulics.
What on earth are you doing?
Trying to raise the statue so I can hook it to that pulley.
Is that really going to help us?
I like to keep myself occupied in times of stress.
It is going to help, actually, because we're going to use the rope on the statue, which in turn will help us hook it to the pulley. There we go. Now, pull the pallet carrier down so that the statue's swinging free, and then try and give it a shove. Oop.
It was too heavy for me to move on my own.
Well, luckily you're not on your own, are you, George? You've got a lovely lady friend with you who can help you push it.
Could you give me a hand to push this statue?
What for?
This, my dear, is our passport to freedom.
If you say so, dear.
Oh, dear. So sweet.
Okay, push!
There we go. Oh, yeah.
Great teamwork.
Nice to be working with you again, Mr. Stobart.
Isn't it just? Right. Let's get on out of here then. Quite a way up, aren't we? Luckily there's a cable there. And we have something we can swing on it with. The manacles.
Nico, I have a great idea.
Whoop! There we go. And the dog's still there.
George, where have you been?
Never mind that.
Sorry, Pete, just knocked my mic.
Maybe I have, but,
Don't argue, André. Give the stone to George.
well, of course, if you say so, Nicole.
Yes, she does say so, so hand it over.
Thank you so much, Andre.
George, he told me you'd been kidnapped, my dear. I'm glad to see he was mistaken.
Oh, but it was true. If it hadn't been for George, I wouldn't be here now.
It's not finished yet. Karzak's thugs will be back for that stone, you can bet. The best lead that we have is Caramonte City.
Caramonte? It's in Central America. That's where Ubier gets his artifacts.
Really?
That's all we needed to know. Come on, George.
Caramonte, the traveler's rear entrance to Central America.
Oh dear. And here we are. And no tedious map screens from the previous game. Just fly straight there.
Hey, it's market day. I don't see any cabs. Let's ask someone how to get to Caramonte City.
Okay. Keep your eyes peeled for any sign of Condor Transglobal.
Well, here we are, peeps. Caramonte City. Right. Now, first thing we'll go and do is talk to those musicians, because they stand out quite a bit. Don't know why, but they just do. Yeah. We'll talk to that fat bird in a bit.
Hey, cheer up, guys. What's with the long faces?
Our pipe player has been arrested and thrown in jail.
Poor Miguel. He never broke the law in his life.
Huh. What did Miguel do?
Why was Miguel put in jail?
For playing folk music.
What?
It's true, senor. He insisted on playing traditional Quaramonte music, even though it's illegal.
Smells fishy to me.
Why don't you try playing a tune to cheer yourselves up?
No, we should be looking for real jobs.
We could earn 10 times as much down the mines. My cousin Ramirez was earning 8 pesos an hour.
Before he lost his legs in the accident.
Accident? What's this about an accident?
Tell me about the accident at the mine.
There was an explosion at Teoculcan. 30 miners were buried alive.
Oh.
They got some of them out, though.
2 of them, including your cousin, and they left half of him behind.
Oh. Well, that doesn't sound good. Thanks, guys. We'll go and talk to Pearl, shall we? She seem familiar to you peeps?
George Stobart, well, of all the...
Mrs. Henderson. Boy, this is some coincidence, huh?
When you've been married to a fruitcake like Dwayne as long as I have, you stop believing in coincidence.
I'd met Pearl and Dwayne on the other side of the globe in Syria. He was an army veteran who suspected he was working for the CIA, but wasn't sure. She was less obviously deranged.
So where is Dwayne, then?
Is Dwayne here with you, Mrs. Henderson?
Why, sure, I couldn't leave him home alone. Since Dwayne came back from the war, we couldn't bear to be apart.
So, where is he now?
We ain't speaking.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Why aren't you speaking to Dwayne?
Because he's an old spoil sport sourpuss. I want to visit one of those old pyramid places, but Dwayne says he has to stay in town.
Right. And you don't want to go on your own.
Well, there's no point in going to the pyramid if there's no one around to take my picture.
True.
Is Dwayne still working for the CIA?
If he is, he doesn't know it. He's what they call a snoozer.
Don't you mean a sleeper?
No, this is different. He used to think he worked for them, but the psychotherapy cured him of that. What he doesn't realize is that now he really does work for them. At least that's the way I understood it.
Either way, it sounds weird.
What brings you to Quaramonte, Pearl?
What takes me just about anywheres? The market.
You drove 2,000 miles to go shopping?
Shopping is my role in the economy of the Great Design, George.
Really? Well, nice seeing you, Pearl.
Catch you later, Pearl.
We'll go and have a nosy in the police station, I think.
Hey, Nico!
I have done just as I have been instructed, Professor. With the mine closed down, there'll be no one around to observe your excavation. Ah, I have visitors.
Just remember what I told you, General. There's really no need to make a martyr out of that man.
And who are you?
I'm sorry to keep you waiting, Senor. Welcome to Quaramonte.
Thanks. My name's George Stobart from California.
But what is this? An angel come down to earth.
Nicole Collard. Enchanté, mon général.
Ew.
Pardon me, senorita, but I couldn't help myself.
Yeah,
Look,
exactly,
we'd
George.
like to ask you a few questions.
You've come to the right place, senor. Tourist information. General Graciento, at your service.
Really? We'll ask him about the accident.
I hear there was an accident at the mine a few months ago.
That's correct.
A lot of men killed, weren't there?
A few.
30?
Barely 1% of the working population.
Wow, I can see we're going to get a load of info out of you.
Are there any ruins around the city?
Of course, senor. Quaramonte has everything.
I have a friend who wants to visit an historical site.
Ronaldo will only be too pleased to conduct a guided tour. When he's dealt with today's paperwork, of course.
Well, we'll carry on talking to this weirdo in the next video. So, see you there, peeps!